Good morning. I'm Assistant Chief James Skelton with the Houston Police Department. At this current time, we're at the 8600 block of Eastern Commons on an investigation where officers were involved in a critical incident. While most Houstonians were sleeping this morning, we had an individual that decided he wanted to go on a crime spree. So at 3 o'clock this morning, our dispatch received a call at the 9200 block of Richmond in regards to three females whose vehicle was stolen by a black male, possibly in his 30s. 12 minutes later, that suspect went to 2700 block of Westernland and committed an aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon, robbing that convenience store. The call came into dispatch, and the officers from our Midwest Division and our Northwest Division started using radio communications to try to identify this suspect. A few minutes later, one of our Northwest officers saw the vehicle and began to follow. Other officers converged, and that's what led us right here to 8600 block of Eastern Common Boulevard. As the officers converged, the suspect exited the stolen vehicle, ran through the courtyard, and immediately started to fire at the officers who were pursuing. Our officers returned fire, striking that suspect and taking him into custody once the scene was safe. That suspect is now currently at a local hospital where he's being tended to, and those officers are there with him now. Further charges will be announced later once we converge with the DA's office. As I stated before, there's officers from Northwest, Midwest Division. We had a total of 5 officers involved in this critical incident tonight. The range and age of the years of service is from 6 months to 3 years. And I'll say this, within the past 2 days, we've had incidents where officers have been fired upon by suspects who are out here doing evil. And these officers are out here being guardians of the community where they are protecting these citizens. So to the suspects, if you're out here, we're going to catch you. We're going to prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. Now, with any critical incident, there will be a total of multiple investigations since we're actually in Harris County. So our Harris County partners will conduct the primary investigation. Special Investigations Unit of the Houston Police Department will conduct their investigation. Our Internal Affairs Division will conduct their investigation. And the Harris County District Attorney will do a sight picture of what happened out here tonight. And of course, the Houston Police Department is very transparent. Within 30 days, the body-worn camera video will be released. And all officers that were involved in this scene will be placed on administrative duty. So I ask for your prayers for the officers as they are in need of that right now. Like I said before, this is a very, very critical incident. And we are just thankful tonight that our officers were not struck because it was very close. So with that, if you have any questions, I'll go ahead and take them at this time.
So Chief, you were saying 5 officers in total were involved?
Yes, ma'am.
Gotcha. How are those officers doing? I know you said they weren't physically hurt. But
Yes, they are doing fine, just a little shaken up. You can imagine, going in a foot pursuit and being fired upon, which those bullets came very close. So we're just thankful they're fine.
Do we know how this suspect ended up all the way on the other side of town? I understand the original crime spree took place in the southwest side of Houston. Here we are all the way in northwest Harris County at this point. Any idea why he ended up at this apartment complex?
Correct. We do not have that information right now, but that will be a part of the investigation. We don't know if he knows someone at this particular location. That's unknown at this time.
And my understanding is there was no chase.
There was not a chase. Officers were basically utilizing tracking methods. We were actually waiting for air support. That did not happen. So just happened to be that officers were in the right place at the right time.
Gotcha. How was he tracked, I guess? So did they just spot the stolen vehicle? Is that initially?
Yeah, so at nighttime there's less traffic, there's more visibility on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So officers are keen to look out for things, and it just so happened that they were able to spot that vehicle.
Gotcha. And you said it was just minutes later after stealing this vehicle from these 3 women. I'm assuming it was at gunpoint, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Then he went to this convenience store.
Yes.
Also, using a gun.
Utilizing a weapon, yes.
Just the crime spree in general. Thoughts on that? I mean, do you think this person was determined to just commit all sorts of crimes?
Yeah,
Tonight?
we really don't know his state of mind, but within a 30-minute period, he committed two violent acts. So we're just glad and thankful that we were able to basically stop that act and get him off our streets.
And none of the victims were injured in the process during the robberies.
I don't have that information, but I do not think so from the information I've received so far.